stop. A family shop. Think Thayer. Come on, let's get rolling. Come on, let's get moving. Think Thayer.
It started with the defense. We played really, really good defense. I always talk about getting punched in the mouth, and then we're ready to play. Today we finally did the punching first, and I'm just proud of my guys, how they fought the whole game, and we were able to come out with the victory.
You want to work backwards, starting with the idea defensively when they were looking for that game-time three at the end. What were you trying to do?
My whole thing in the timeout, I told our guys we got to do a great job of guarding the three-point line. So we're taking away the three, and no matter what, if they go inside, let them go. And when they come back out, that's when we'll be waiting for them. And that's what we did at the end of the game. And the guards were able to execute that to perfection. I had all guards in at the end of the game, and we switched everything and kept everything in front. And Matt Fox was able to come up with a tip on a ball and Ish with the steal. I don't know who gets credit for that, but it was a big-time play at the end.
Before that, about a minute ago, you have the play where you miss a shot, Lillard gets the ball and goes to Matt, and he takes a three. 2 seconds into the shot clock? Your reaction when he does that?
My reaction to that is that's a shot I've seen him hit on several occasions in practice, so I have no problems with that shot. Make or miss, I have no problems with that shot. At that particular time, it was huge. He was in rhythm. He was into the game. He was in the game defensively. He was in the game offensively. He just hit one probably before that, not too long ago. So I had no problems with that shot.
Will you talk a little bit about, in the first half, that big run that you guys made? We go back and forth on offense and defense, but your offense was, I hate to say this, spectacularly average during that run. You made a bunch of free throws, basically. Right. I think you're like 50% from the field, not even. But your defense, will you talk about what you guys did defensively?
Our defense was able to shut them down. They weren't able to score, especially House. We had him in and out of the game during that time with the subs, but that also takes him out of rhythm. When you're always in and out, you don't get a rhythm. You don't develop a rhythm. So that's what it was at that stage. Our offense, we actually put pressure on them with the drives, and they fouled us, and we were able to make our free throws. So that's how we got the lead. We got it up to 15, but they're a very good shooting team. They were able to shoot their way back into it, claw their way back in, and we were able to hold off at the end.
Is the glass half full or half empty in that? Half empty, well, they came back and made it a game after you led by double digits, or is it half full? We found a way to held them off, we never gave up the lead, things like that.
Always with me, we won the game, so I guess it was half full.
We talked what went into starting Fry in place of Lillard.
Just a different spark. We wanted to get a different feel for the game, another ball handler out there, another creator, and that's what Dylan did for us today. Antoine wasn't playing his best basketball, so coming off the bench, he can see the game a little bit more and see what he needs to bring, and I thought he was great tonight.
And will you talk a little bit about the rebounding? You led them in the game, you really kept them off their offensive board, and in that game's end, any key rebound in that final 2-3 minutes, it went to you almost invariably.
Our guys did a great job of boxing out and not just looking. We get into a situation where we look a lot and watch, and you go get the rebound, and then it's too late now. So we did a good job of putting a body on someone at every time. And DiMaggio was able to come up with one. Fox came up with a couple at the end. So that was it. We did a great job of getting rebounding. It wasn't just one guy, even though in the stats you have DiMaggio with 14, but those other guys chipped in with their 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was the difference in the game. And I think at halftime, they had 3 offensive rebounds, and that means they only finished with 2. In the second half, finished with 5. So we did a great job. And that was one of the keys to the game for us going in, was their offensive rebounding and three-point shooting. We were able to hold them to 8, which still is kind of a lot, but 8 for 25, we'll take that. They were 4 for 26 at Ball State, so did a good job of running them off the three-point line, making them take contested twos.
And you mentioned a little bit about DiMaggio, but it looked like you got a lot of production from both of your bigs. A lot of activity from Rashid And I mean, 5 and 5 in 11 minutes is pretty good production.
It's very good production. The energy was what we needed. He gave us a different energy that he brought to the game, and he was able to play great minutes for us in 11 to give Maj the spell. And, you know, we just expected him to do more. You know, next time out, he got to do more. And, you know, not be satisfied with your performance today and now come Tuesday and you're nowhere to be found. So the main thing right now is being consistent in our energy and effort on the defensive end.
Can you then kind of sum up the importance of getting a win? Struggled the last 3 games, there was some bad games in that mix. The value of this win.
It's big going out to Ball State and winning at Ball State. Getting that victory over there is tough to win over there. They're going to win a lot of games when it's all said and done. And just getting your guys, whenever you're dealing with young guys, to understand it's going to be a different game today. It's going to be a different fight. You know, it's a new game for those guys, and they're going to be hungry. They're looking for revenge to get a victory on our home court. So we have to be able to defend our home court, and that's what we did today. And like I said, I only take it one game at a time. So, I mean, the other games behind us, they're behind us, and next time we play those guys, you know, we'll have a different outcome.
And I hear what you're saying, but I mean, there's also the mojo of the season. I mean, even if those games are behind you, you know you've been kind of struggling along to get to the point you are in time.
Right.
So, and I mean, and especially our magical phrase when you're dealing with 18-year-olds.
18 to 21-year-olds, for sure. Matt, what do I say to you guys all the time about games? Do I tell you it's one game at a time? One game at a time. That's it. We off. The other games is done. All that matters now, Central Michigan. I think that's what we play next, right? Yeah. Central Michigan. Haven't even gotten that far yet, but I heard somebody else say it, so that's why I didn't know if it was right or not. So next game, Central Michigan. And that's it. This is behind us. Ball State is behind us as of now. Once I'm done with this, I don't think about this game until we play them again, and then we go from there. But right now it's just on. It's not about what we did the last game. I don't like to get caught up in what we did the last game, because then they're harping on the past and not the present. So I only deal with the present as far as these games are concerned.